Lynetta Means from Berkeley had called me, and two other people from San Francisco State University had called Western Washington State College then. And I had previously, I had been involved with the setting up the Native American Student Union, the American Indian Student Union at Western, and hosting a huge conference up there, the Right to be Indian Conference. And that drew together a lot of people from across the nation. And we started networking. Back then it was networking by, you know, these 12-pound phones that everybody had, these big black Bakelite phones. And do you remember, oh, you wouldn't remember, you weren't even born then. What am I saying? You know, when you made a long distance phone call, it was expensive back then. I mean, it cost bucks to make phone calls. And so I know our phone bill was outrageously $3,000 a month sometimes. But that's how we networked, and that was one of the only ways we could. And there was no cellular phones, there were no computers, there was, you know, there was teletype and there was telephone and telegraph. And so that's how we got information, and had gone down to the Bay Area to support them in the occupation of Alcatraz. And it became a magnet for Indians all over the country. There was this feeling, all of a sudden there was this feeling of, we had a purpose, we had a cause. And no one questioned what tribes you were. Some people, you know, some people didn't know what tribes they were, they just knew they were Indian, or in here they were Indian. And people from Canada, from the US, from Mexico, everywhere. So when we left and came north, we had this strong idealism that, you know, that we were going to help the Muckleshoot Treaty Trek, and then Bernie had shed some light on Fort Lawton, and we thought, great, this is it's a perfect place. And idealistically, we went in there not expecting anybody to be in there, like Alcatraz. We just thought we were going to go in there and we'd occupy it and take over the barracks and stay there, much like we did in Alcatraz, and until something was resolved.